In this video, I want to talk about Zhen, the new dragon warrior introduced in Kung Fu Panda 4. Even though the movie itself didn't meet a lot of people's expectations and was kind of disappointing for many, I still think Zhen's character is really interesting and worth exploring. So let's take a closer look at her backstory and the journey she goes through.
Juniper City. It's gonna be great to be back home again.
Does your family live there too?
They would, if I had a family.
Her past was full of challenges and struggle. She was orphaned when she was very young, but it's never really made clear what exactly happened to her parents, whether they died or just left her behind. Either way, she had to learn how to survive on her own out on the streets. Eventually, she got taken under the wing of Han, a pangolin who's a skilled thief, and also became her mentor. Han taught her all sorts of survival skills, like pickpocketing and lockpicking. But Han wasn't alone. Zhen became part of a group called the Den, a gang of thieves who basically became her makeshift family. Growing up in the dangerous shadowy world of Juniper City's underworld wasn't easy for her. She had to steal just to get by, relying on her quick thinking, sharp reflexes, and fearless attitude. That fearlessness really defines her whole story. When the city fell under the control of a menacing sorcerer known as the Chameleon, everyone else was terrified and bowed down to her power. But Zhen was the only one who refused to back down or give in. In fact, she was so brave that she even tried to steal a powerful gem from the Chameleon herself. Now, instead of punishing her for this bold move, the Chameleon was strangely impressed by her courage and skill. But her reason for sparing Zhen wasn't out of kindness, it was a twisted kind of manipulation. The Chameleon decided to adopt Zhen as her daughter, but not because she genuinely cared about her. Instead, she saw her as a valuable pawn to use in her own dark plans to gain more power. Zhen was given a very important and dangerous mission by the Chameleon. She was supposed to steal the Staff of Wisdom from the Jade Palace. This wasn't some random task. The Staff of Wisdom is a powerful and ancient artifact that holds a lot of significance. It has the ability to open the door to the spirit realm and unlock the incredible power of the Kung Fu masters. That's why the Chameleon chose Zhen in the first place, not because she liked her or cared about her, but because she needed someone skilled enough to get her the staff. The Chameleon wasn't interested in training or becoming a Kung Fu master herself. She just wanted to steal the power from the masters in the spirit realm for her own selfish goals. She saw Zhen as a tool to carry out this plan. Zhen followed her orders at first, but everything began to change when she started spending time with Po. At the beginning, they didn't get along very well. They had a rough start, full of clashes and misunderstandings. But as they spent more time together, their relationship slowly shifted. She started to care about Po, and he in turn showed her kindness and patience. She grew braver and developed a fierce loyalty to him. Their bond became something special, almost like siblings, or maybe like a mentor and mentee trying to learn from each other. However, despite this connection, Zhen made a tough choice and betrayed Po by still working secretly for the Chameleon.
Zhen? Where are you taking my staff?
I think you mean my staff. You gave it to Zhen, and now Zhen has given it to me. You are right, Zhen. He was an easy mark.
Zhen.
First rule of the streets. Never trust anyone.
I took you in because you were clever and ruthless and unsentimental, like me. And the day you stop being those things is the day when, yes, you stop being useful to me.
After realizing the truth about the Chameleon and deciding to stand against her, Zhen didn't face the final battle alone. She reached out to the Den of Thieves, the old group of thieves who had raised her and shaped her early life. At first, her mentor Han wasn't happy about it. He still held a grudge against her because she had left them to work for the Chameleon. But after hearing her sincere desire to make things right and rescue Po, he eventually agreed to help her. It's during the final fight that Zhen's bravery and skills truly shine. Her courage and fighting ability play a key role in defeating the Chameleon and restoring peace and balance to Juniper City. By the end of the story, Po acknowledges her incredible potential. He recognizes her growth, strength, and loyalty, and decides she is the right choice to become his successor, the new dragon warrior. While Master Shifu initially hesitates and there are still some unresolved issues around her past, including her legal troubles, Poe stands firm in his decision to pass the torch to her. In the movie's credits, we even get a glimpse of her training with the Furious Five, which is pretty exciting. She's learning speed from Viper, martial arts techniques from Tigress, projectile defense from Crane, agility from Monkey, and combat skills from Mantis. It's a great way to show her preparing to fully step into her new role as a true dragon warrior. So, that's basically a summary of Zhen's backstory and character development. If I had to give my opinion, I'd say she's actually not a bad character at all. In fact, she's the one with a really interesting story to tell, much more intriguing in my view than the villain, the chameleon. However, her being chosen as the new dragon warrior didn't sit well with some people, which sparked quite a bit of debate.